Okay guys, welcome. Just want to invite you guys to grab a notebook and pay attention. Now we're going to use a team that not everyone thinks they can win with. This is the Colts, and we're going to do it without Peyton Manning. We're going to do it without Kerry Collins. We're going to do it with the quarterback of the future for these guys, Curtis Painter. Okay. Joseph Adai, of course, going to get the start. Reggie Wayne, Pierre Garcon, and we're doing something different, guys. We're going to put Jacob Tamme at the tight end and Dallas Clark at the slot. And you'll understand when we get into the plays. We got decent linemen, not great, but decent. We'll go ahead and get this guy in. Defensively, check these ends out. This is going to be ridiculous. But this is the weakness of the Colts. Everybody knows they cannot stop the run. I'm going to show you guys how to stop the run with the Colts. Okay. Left outside linebacker. We're going to go with Gary Brackett. Okay. Pat Anger and Kevin Connor. Okay. And actually, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to put Ernie Sims here, and we're going to put Dwight Freeney at the tackle. And you'll understand why we're going to do a cover 2. Okay, and that kind of is self-explanatory, but what this entails is we're going to need some athletes on the line of scrimmage. Okay, so we're going to start Caldwell and Rucker due to the tackling abilities of these guys. And we all know that everybody in the Colts secondary can cover ridiculously. Okay, these guys cover probably the best covering secondary in zones that I've ever played with. Okay, so these guys are legit. Get Caldwell in there. Alright, let's go take a look at the plays, guys. Brand new to this YouTube thing, so if you guys got any suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment. Teams you want to see, teams you want to learn how to use, just leave a comment, guys. I will definitely get them up for you as soon as possible. And I'm working on maybe getting this to where I don't have to put them in segments, and I can just, you know, pull out a recorder and go ahead and take this video and comment on it and not have to get them in, kind of have to, like right now I have to get it for you guys in sets of like part 1, part 2, and I want to do it where I can just get the whole video up, but YouTube's kind of a little bit strict, so that's what we're going to do. And right now we're going to look at the plays. Offensively, I need an offense that's going to be able to score at least 30 points, and I have a horrible quarterback, guys. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to do this West Coast style. These are the plays. Wide receiver drags the base. The mid draws the changeup. You'll call other plays from that set periodically. Now, I'll get into the I formation. This is for the red zone. Once you get down the red zone, and I will tell you how to do all this once the game starts. Pay attention to the audibles because I don't have the software yet to put the audibles on the screen for you guys. So just pay attention here. You got the stretch, the toss, comet pass, mid draw, and the drag. So pay attention to those, okay? Now on defense, here's what we're going to do. We're going to run somewhat of a cover 2. This cover 2 stinks important. Okay, this is this cover? No, it's under. This cover 2 buck's important. The free safety zone blitz is important. This isn't a cover 2 play, but this play is going to pay huge dividends. Okay, you just got to let me prove you guys how all these plays will work together. Okay, now down in the we need a run stopper. Well, that free safety zone blitz will be decent. Let's go with the zip gut shoot as our kind of our safe play, and I need a man play. Here we go, slant crash left, and these are the plays. Okay, so there's that. This is our base. This is our red zone play. This is our run stopper. This is our do everything play, and this is our change up. Okay, so pay attention to that as we go on. We'll call other plays periodically, and I will show you. I'll try to show you the play every single time before I do this. Okay, guys. We're at 4 minutes. We've got 15 minutes left before we have to go to part 2. So we've showed you the rosters, so let's go ahead and play a game with the Colts. Okay, here it is. How to win with the Colts without Peyton Manning. The Colts have done a horrible job. They're 2, but they've done a good job lately. Two wins, eh? So let's see if we can get an opponent with a 0 DNF or 10% or lower. Let's see if we can't get some. This guy's taking forever. We don't have all day. We only got 15 minutes to get it started, and then we'll have to change into a different recording for you guys. And what I'll do is I'll just pause, and I'll get this part 1, and then I'll put another part up for you guys. and hopefully all this records live. I've done a decent job. Now, while we're waiting to get into the game, I want to talk about my franchise I'm starting. Starting a franchise. I'll put all the information for you guys in the description. You'll need to contact me before you can just hop in, because that's not how I run things. I run things with very organized and very tight. And so basically you kind of have to go through a little bit of level of requirements. Why is it taking everybody so long to pick their dang team? But anyways, what we're going to do with this franchise is we're going to run it on YouTube and Facebook. Basically, you play me, you'll be on YouTube. I'll commentate on the game. After the game's over, I'll go back and probably try and script together some highlights, put the game up live for you guys, and then I will also give you a little bit of insight into what I'm doing with highlights. I'll do statistics, standings, stuff like that. And then if anyone has recorders that I could maybe use, or if you can record your own game if you're in the franchise, go ahead and do that. Send me the information and the software, and I will put that up on YouTube for you guys, get all the editing done for you. I feel like that's fair for you to send me the video, and I get it up for you. Can't get an opponent, guys. No one wants to play these guys because they're horrible. But I will show you how to win with them. I'll show you how to make them dominant. We're at 6 minutes, and we still haven't gotten into the dang game. So we might have to have 5 parts to this one, you know. YouTube's crazy rules. But anyway, on this franchise, we're going to run it on YouTube. We're going to have highlights. Okay, we're going to have a fantasy draft. Then we're going to sim the first season, have a rookie draft the next day. Okay, then we're going to run this on Facebook. We're going to have a website for the league. All this stuff's going to be in the description. Information on the franchise and the playbooks that I'm using and the plays that I'm using. I'll try to show you the play every single time I call it. Okay, so you guys have very clear-cut information as to what I'm doing. Now this is literally ridiculous. How many times have we searched for a dang game? Anyways, what I want to do offensively, I want to come out, I want to establish some short passing, and I want to run out of that, so kind of like set up the pass off the run. Come on, Aaron Rodgers, let's go. Dang it. Let's go, Steelers. Let's go, bro. Bottom line, let's go, bro. 70 overall. Jeez. Who's the worst overall team? Let's look. Sorry, guys, this is taking forever. Right? No one wants, and the Colts are the worst overall team. No one wants to play the Colts. They want to play good teams, and I don't blame them. But sorry about the quality, guys. Like I said, I'm just starting out. Come on, let's get a game. Here we go. Here we go. We got the Eagles. Okay, now this is good. This is kind of a decent test, but not really, because they got big, so you're gonna have to adapt already. But they don't really have a dominant running team, or at least they don't try to. So the run stop is not gonna really be tested, but the pass defense definitely will. But anyway, while this is loading up, let's get to talking, okay? What I'm looking to go through with this YouTube channel is I want to help you guys. I want to show you guys how to win with your team, with your favorite team. So what I would like you to do is just comment and leave a comment and tell me what team you want to see, what teams you want to see. I played with all the teams. I found out pretty decent ways to win with all of them, and I'll try to go through and get all these games up. And then what I'm going to do is put all of these schemes, all of these customized packs into an ebook for you guys. Also, what I would like to do is make a universal scheme that you can run with any team, any personnel, and have a very good advantage. Okay, we won the toss, and what I like to do is when I'm on the road, I always like to take the ball. You can get up on him early to get the momentum. So you'll hear me and Chris Collinsworth. This video's at 9 minutes. I got to keep an eye on that so I can pause it. Pause the game for you guys so you don't miss a second of action. Now, a lot of guys have been coming out with a surprise onside kick this year, so I got to kind of user that guy is what I would suggest. And then if they do it, you're there for it. And at least it's not the computer's fault that he lost the ball. It's your fault. So that way it's no excuse. Here we go. Shotgun. We're going to establish the wide receiver drag. Okay, that's the play we called. Basically what we want to come out and do, if your first read is your circle receiver, your second read is your X receiver. Okay, your X receiver you can do different things with. Dallas Clark is at his position. I will explain that later on once we get into the running plays. But you want to look at circle, and then you want to look at the triangle. So here we go. And circle's open. And that's Reggie Wayne, guys. And you want to run predominantly no huddle is what I like to do most of the time. You don't have to do that, guys. I mean, you could come back and huddle. and pick plays, but I just like to keep the tempo. I like to run an up tempo often. And we're going to slant Tammy to the outside sideline. Kind of run a little bit of a play, and there he is. There's Tammy, but a bad throw by, you know, that's usually Peyton Manning throwing him the ball, so you can already tell why they're frustrated this season. And we're going to go with the deep end. Reason being, I like this play in short yardage. I like this play as a change-up to the wide receiver drag. It's kind of the opposite. You know, he's kind of running a deep drag instead of a short drag. The tight end's running inside instead of outside. The tailback still doing the same basically. But your first read on this is Clark. Then you come back to Tammy, okay? And there's Clark. Look at Clark. Look at Clark, and that's what happens. Eagles and teams like the Eagles try to blitz you. This offense really is going to negate that. This is going to be probably for a little bit, it's going to be my official offense. Okay, I'll show you guys how to do this with every team. But anyway, you don't really need a whole lot to do it. I mean, this is a horrible quarterback, and we're doing it. So first read here is X. We got him in a drag route, kind of a double drag, and we'll just lob it. Let him run his route. He's going to bring out the blitz. Now we're going to get into the I formation. Here we go with the halfback stretch. This is where Dallas Clark comes in. He's going to audible it down. If you see here, he's going to audible down into the fullback position. Now we have good blocking, and now we can run. Okay? So the speed of the Eagles is going to run a die down, but that will help later on, and that's going to establish to him early on. We're not afraid of your nano blitzes. We're not afraid of your all-out blitzes, and we can run if we want to. We're going to run left this time, kind of change it up a little bit. Okay? And there's the toss, and that's going to pay big dividends, because if he wants to nano blitz, if we can run wide, he's not going to want to do that anymore. Okay, so then we get out of bounds. We get a 1st and goal. Going to go right into the deep end. We're at 11 minutes, so probably after this first defensive series, I'll pause it, and I will switch the video to part 2. But here we go. Now he's come. Look at this look. You see this look, guys? Just get into a toss. There's no reason to try and challenge that with a pass play. Just get into a dang toss and get some power running set. And there you go. Get in there, Die. Is he in there? No, he's not in there. Oh. Well, he'll get in there most times. And he audible out of that, guys, if you didn't realize that. So that's kind of showing his level of skill. He knows what he's doing a little bit. So right here, we're going to come out, and I think I'm going to run a deep in. Do I want to run this? No. Watch for Tammy. Watch for Tammy break wide open. But guarantee Jacob Tammy in the end zone or die. Let's see who comes open. Oh, fudge. Look at Namdi. Look at Namdi, guys. We'll just get into the goal line. That's like my last resort. I don't like to get in the goal line because I like to show you guys how to do this with any team out of the same formation. But you know, if you really want a truly unstoppable offense, you're gonna have to get to the goal line down there. Because the bottom line is, once you get inside the 5, it's just power versus power. You're not gonna out-chess somebody inside the 5. It's your line versus their line. Whoever wins. And we don't get in. Now, normally, I'll just take my 3. But with the Colts, I'm going to be a little riskier. Why? Because they have better weapons. And their defense is going to force turnovers. You're guaranteeing yourself probably 2 turnovers a game with the Colts defense. And we're at 13 minutes. So after this play, after I get in here, then I'll pause the video for you guys. Okay, and I'll switch recordings so that we can keep live going. We're just going to motion Clark to the strong side, and we're just going to run toss outside. Fullback's going to get the block, and there you go. That's how you get inside with the Colts. After the extra point, guys, I'm going to pause this and set you up with a new recording. Okay. Okay, and you all know how to kick an extra point. So there's that, and then I will be back in 5 seconds with part 2. Thanks for watching.